Cards locked. Ain't flashing. He's high tech. Yeah. 5 on the line, little lunch money, scrolling through the slate. Circle one for me, they call it dumb luck. Say I'm chasing dreams till that slip hits green. Phone buzzing on my screen. Sometimes I miss, sometimes I miss, sometimes I break. Screenshots clowning, yo, this dude ain't it. But when I'm right, man, that flip's so sick. Turn a weekday sweat to a whole month's rent. He's hot takes. Sometimes I'm wrong, but when I'm right, that shakes up play. $5 tickets in a sex on stacks. They laugh at my calls, I'm laughing right back. He's hot takes. They say it's stupid, but I'm laughing to the bank. Put a squad on, that's the way I cook. Steal from the rich, feed the people, Robin Hood. Yeah. Haters in the chat like, bro, you fell off. Same ones lurking when a long shot pops. Slipped on a dog, not a group text lit. Whole bar cheering cause I posted that pic. I ain't gatekeeping, I'm dropping game. Break it all down, we don't play the same. You ride with the kid, then you up with the crew. If my play full, then I'm passing it to you. Everybody.
I'm salty. That was supposed to fade out. Tweaked on that. What's good, y'all? It's your boy Heat. Welcome to another episode of Heat's Hot Takes. Excuse me. Appreciate y'all for tapping in. Do me a favor. Once you tap in, go ahead and hit that like button, heart button. If you're on YouTube, throw me a subscription if you haven't already. And go ahead and share that video. Go ahead and hop in the comments as well so you can interact with us. Let me hear what y'all talking about. We here to just talk about the most recent sports things, and right now we got a lot of got a lot of NBA to talk about, WNBA too as well. But we're just gonna touch on the NBA this video. I got my brother Nate back in here with me. Nate, what's good, baby? How you feeling?
What's going on, bro? How you been?
Man, I've been good, bro. I can't call it. No news is good news over here.
Understood.
So yeah, we'll just hop right into it. Y'all see me, orange and blue skies. We'll just go ahead and address the elephant in the room right now. Them boys did their thing, took care of business. I've been down since been down. You know what I'm saying? I was telling somebody the other day, actually, quick little fun side note about Heat, because people be like, boy, you from Cedar Rapids, Iowa. How you become a Knicks fan? Well, my dad is Jamaican, right? From Jamaica, from the island. So growing up, it was really a lot of soccer. I didn't really like get into other sports until like middle school or so. And so like when the Knicks was in the finals the last time, I was 8 years old. I was still primarily a soccer player. I wasn't messing with football. I wasn't messing with basketball. None of that. So as I started getting into my self and learning sports and finding out what I like, I started appreciating LeBron James, and I was really interested where he was going to go that summer when he had his decision to make. And something in my bones was like, that'd be cool to see him play in New York. That would be really cool because I just thought that would be cool. And so before LeBron stated where he was gonna go, I put my flag in the ground. I said I'm a Knicks fan. Okay, so this is what
2011.
09 maybe.
It's 2011.
When he made the decision,
Yeah,
2011.
that was that season because that was the season Derrick Rose won MVP.
Bet. So 2011, I've been down. Right. That's that. We have been not good the entire time. The little run with Melo and Amari was fun. That was cool, you know what I'm saying? But it was really cool to see the Knicks make it to, the grand stage of their professional sports league and watch all the Knicks fans go crazy in New York. So that's a little fun story about my Knicks fandom. Nate, give me some of your opinions on how that series went down, right? It was really just belt to ass the whole time.
I never had no faith in Cleveland. I said it at the beginning. I thought they might get a game, and they're too small. Neither one of their guards play defense. Like Mobley is inconsistent at best. Like James Harden was James Harden in the postseason. He looks like a completely different player. So the Knicks, you got to give them all the credit. 11 straight wins in the postseason. You gotta give Mike Brown credit. This is what I was saying to my brother. I said I don't necessarily think that Mike Brown is a better X's and O's coach than Thibodeau. But the thing that he does better is he makes better adjustments and he uses his lineup. He
Correct.
goes deeper into the bench, and thus he doesn't have his players dog ass tired when it matters, and he's getting better results. And he's probably a better players coach. They probably respond a little better to Mike Brown than Thibodeau. I know, but everybody loves Thibodeau, but he's a demanding coach, and I think just maybe the environment of that is he's gotten better results. So you got to give him credit for that. So the NBA is always better when the Knicks are good, and the fans are nuts. I love watching the videos after the game.
They're the best.
They're going crazy. So that's fun to see.
They're the best, man. I got that on my bucket list right now. At one point, when the Knicks are doing well, I got to get down to 7th Ave and just experience the madness. Just got to see what's going on, you know?
Yeah.
Man, yeah, you spoke a little bit about James Harden and how he's folded in the playoffs the last few times we've seen him, and it's been really crazy. We were speaking a little bit before we got on air about how since he lost that series lead to Golden State, he just hasn't been the same James Harden, right? Like usually there's players in the history of the NBA that have had suspect defense, but obviously they're going to give you something else on the other end that it's fine, whatever, bro. You might give up 2, but you about to account for, X on the other end. So, it's wild how that I feel like James Harden was that kind of guy for a while, and then all of a sudden it like drastically changed.
Yeah, usually you see that with younger players that their first time getting into the playoffs, like how you saw with Jalen Duren. Like you would expect the next time Jalen Duren gets into the playoffs that he would respond better to how he did this year. Granted, they made it last year, but just they always say you take your lumps. You know what I'm saying? All the greats at one point in time, getting to a certain point, they took an ass whooping or they struggled.
Yeah, they say you got to taste that L first.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And with him, he's been in the league umpteen years. You know what I'm saying? Like to continuously struggle in the postseason is crazy. And like I said, there's a lot of people who had that conversation. He's the third greatest shooting guard of all time and all this other shit. It's just like, yeah, y'all got to stop that now.
Got to knock it off.
In no world was he ever better than Dwayne Wade. And now I don't want to hear Iverson. I don't want to hear him over Iverson. Iverson drug a team to the damn finals. And like I said, we were having that conversation before the show. Like you might not better talk about him over Klay Thompson.
I wouldn't.
Klay Thompson in the postseason was a performer, and he played both ends of the court.
Both ends of the court.
So he's a great regular season guy, but in the postseason, just something about it, and he don't show up.
Yes, I agree 100%. You spoke about Duren a little bit. I just had a hot take. Is Evan Mobley Jalen Duren with a jump shot?
Not far off.
Hey, that's crazy. I just both just put that together.
Yeah, that's not far off.
Man,
that's not far off. You would think, it gave him KG comparisons and everything, and it's just like for him to go out and he's struggling to get 10 to 12 points and 5-6 rebounds. It's just like I don't know, man. If I was them, I would try to look at going after Giannis and put him right in the middle of that trade and try to make that move. But I also think Mitchell, I don't think you can get to where you want to go, and that's why I would go get Giannis. But if he's your Batman, I don't think it's gonna work. I don't think it's gonna work. I think you gotta have somebody with him.
Yeah, you gotta have somebody with him, I would say like a dominant big. Like I want to believe in Mitchell, but like to me, Mitchell is like a little bit better. I would put Mitchell a tier above Maxi, but like a tier below.
Brunson.
Yes, maybe 2 tiers below Brunson. I mean Brunson bringing ship to New York now, and
Yeah,
being little.
Brunson is I like I said, I like Brunson. He's a Chicago kid, so
Hmm.
I root for Brunson, and he's tough as hell. You know what I'm saying? But it's hard to overcome that small guard to the
That's
promised
correct.
land thing, and maybe he can do it, maybe he can't. But that, like I said, Mitchell's in that same boat. He's a small guard. He's
Yeah,
explosive. You know what I'm saying? But he at the same time he's a small guard and he's got long ass arms but don't play no defense.
yeah,
It's just I don't know, man. I think if you had a Giannis and you could make Mitchell a number two, I
yeah,
think you're in really good shape. But if you're
yeah. I
dependent
like
on
that.
him to get you over the hump, then I don't think it's gonna work.
Yeah, I like that. Giannis, the number one option, and yeah, that works. That works very well. Um, I was really surprised the Cavs immediately declared that they were retaining their coach. That
Yeah.
was wild to me. I thought Buddy dug his own grave, to keep it a
I thought
buck.
he dug
Like,
his grave when he made that analytics comment about them getting there. And it's just like, bro, like that was the complete wrong shit to
what are
say.
you
Like,
talking
like
about?
if I'm a Cleveland fan, like, yeah, you got to get him up out of here.
You gotta go,
You got to get him up
bro.
out of here,
You gotta
and you keep him.
go. Not
I
only
think
do you,
like I said, my bad to everybody, but like
you did.
I think what Stephen A said, like he's an assistant, and that's if you got him on the coaching staff, he can be a piece. But
Ooh.
if he's your again, like we were just talking about with Mitchell, if he's your main guy, then you're probably not going where you want
You're
to go.
not going where you want to go. The most alarming thing to me, especially if I was a Cleveland fan or Cleveland supporter, was literally that that run that Brunson had in the comeback game, where there was absolutely no adjustments being made. There wasn't no timeout called. There wasn't
Nothing.
no nothing, bro. Just let him get cooked
Yeah, and then
for
you
5 minutes
let him
straight.
hunt. You let him hunt Harden. You don't sub Harden out. Like you don't
And I
like.
get why you don't. I can understand why you can't sub Harden out, in the sense of like, he's top 3 offensive threats on your team, top 2 offensive threats on your team. However, you can make an adjustment on the defensive end. You can tell everybody, hey, we're just gonna blitz Brunson and get the ball out of his hands, or hey, fight harder over the screen, bro. Like, don't just lazy switch every time. Like, I mean, there's ways to get around that, but the fact that the coach he called no timeout and they didn't talk about nothing.
Yeah. And at that point, Harden wasn't even giving you nothing on the offensive end. Like I can understand if he's got
Right.
25, 30, and he's been cooking offensively, he wasn't even doing nothing there. And it's like you could have put in Strus, or hell, Schroeder probably would have given you more on the defensive
He should
end.
have played a lot more.
And you didn't like you keep protecting them, and then what makes it crazy too is I heard like the reason they traded for him is they've already kind of like a handshake deal that they're going to extend him. So it's
I
like
heard about that
now
too.
you're digging your grave even further because now you're about to be married to him for another 2 to 3 years. He's got that player option for 40 some odd million. Does he opt into that and get that, or does he, you know, waive the player option to go get more money? So if you see them sign him to another 3 year big deal, it's because they had that in agreement when they traded for him. So
Correct.
somebody gonna have to get moved. They gotta do something. Just like Detroit, they gotta do something.
Yeah. Man, Detroit I'm gonna tell you exactly who Detroit needs. Detroit needs Zach LaVine.
You know what's crazy? So I'm a Bulls fan. Is there was a trade that was supposed to happen a couple seasons ago, and they had like the framework worked out supposedly, and they was going to send Levine to Detroit. But
Interesting.
Levine was out with an injury, and supposedly they said his agent had said, like, if you send him there, he's going to opt to have surgery, and you're not going to
He
go.
wasn't
So
trying to go.
he nixed the trade to go there.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, but it's funny because I was like, Levine would be a good fit there. DeRozan would help you there. You know, so there's a
Yeah.
lot of guys that would make a big difference that they could go and get it. I don't think that you would have to give up a whole lot. I mean, Sacramento would love to get rid of both of them guys for
Both
pennies
of
on the
them.
dollar, as long as
Mm-hmm.
you're willing to take on the money. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And they need the help. So I mean, they
Mm-hmm.
got to make a move, and then you got to decide. You know, Duren just made third team All NBA, so now he's Supermax eligible. After what you just saw, there's no way you can pay that man $240 million.
No.
Like there's no way. And then my team, the Bulls, I keep hearing, well, you could go and offer him an offer sheet because he's a restricted free agent. And I'm like,
No.
y'all better not go out there and
For
offer this
what?
man $35-40 million and get him in there where he hasn't. I like Duren, but it's like there has been no improvement from him
No.
offensively. It's just
And I see the
and
Bulls'
rebound.
vision because it's like Giddey can put the ball on the rim
Yeah,
just like Cade can. So the oops are there and all that. But if I'm
not for
paying
40
you,
million.
I was gonna say, bro, if I'm paying you the max, my G, I need you to come with a little bit in your bag. You feel me? Pause. I need you to expand your game, brother. We can't just be off offensive rebounds and oops no more, man.
Yeah,
I need you to at least get you a little Evan Mobley, you know what I'm
yeah, yeah.
saying?
And what's crazy is during the season he was 19 and 10, just doing that. Like
Right.
it was
Right.
crazy. He gave you 19 and 10 just rim running and rebounding, and it's just
Right.
like if he can just give you something, free throw line extended, something where it's just where he's
Something.
a threat, it would. But
Get
he
that
would
little
be a good
Amari
fit.
midi. Get that little
Yeah,
Amari midi.
Patrick Ewing had the same,
Yep.
something where you just a threat, but it's just like if you, he would be a good fit with a lot of teams, but it's like now you got to weigh the money, and it's like 40 plus he ain't worth 40 plus. Like you
No.
can go get guys if especially if he's at his lowest, you know what I'm saying, that'll get you flirt with 10 and 10 in limited minutes for $10 million. You know what I'm saying? Like I
Correct.
just I couldn't do it.
I'm with you. I'm with you. Well, regardless, it's orange and blue skies currently in the Eastern Conference. We wait to see who we play next Wednesday, the final start. And that will be either the San Antonio Spurs or the Oklahoma City Thunder, who play tonight, game 5 in OKC. How you see this one folding up, Nate? How you see this one going down?
It's been going back and forth. I don't. I think Jalen Williams is playing. I don't know.
I haven't heard anything yet.
AJ Mitchell is out. I know he's out. Jalen Williams might be a game time decision. Um, if both of those guys are out, then you
Ooh,
need
18 minutes ago, Jalen Williams listed out.
he's out. Okay, so there you go. So now that means Chet gotta do something. He's been ghost.
Ghost.
Um, Caruso didn't score last game. McCain was 1 of 10. You need them guys to step up since Jalen Williams and AJ Mitchell's going too. So somebody got to step up, bro. And they done had Shea on lock. Like Castle been on his head. Carter Brown, whoever they throw at him, like he has not been Shea that you MVP Shea. So I just hope it's a good game. I hope it's a good game. I'm pulling for San Antonio, but it's in OKC. Role players tend to play better at home, so
And
I
you
would
know the
expect.
refs gonna let him touch him up a little bit on the defensive end too.
Yeah. So I would expect a much better showing from OKC than they had in Game 4.
I agree. I agree with you 100%. Just to touch on this comment real quick, Kevin. If you talking about the other orange team, if you talking about the Knicks, we already spoke on that in the first half. You can go ahead and run that back if you like. But yeah, that's what that was about. Man, with Jalen Williams out, you gotta wonder where this secondary scoring comes from for the Thunder, right? And as you said, it's gotta be Chet, you think, but man, he almost looks scared of Wimby out there. Like when you're watching it, he looked almost scared of Wimby. So I'm wondering if we see one of these random dudes pop off again, like Case and Wallace,
Mm-hmm.
hits 3 4 threes, or
Lou Dort.
uh Lou Dort, or Jalen Williams. He's been shooting it. The other Jalen
Yeah.
Williams, he's been
Uh-huh.
shooting it well.
Isaiah
So
Joe and what's
yeah,
that?
Isaiah.
Aaron Wiggins and
Yeah,
them cats.
yeah.
Yeah.
I could see another big assist game for SGA today.
Yeah.
Because with Jalen Williams out, I mean, I assume they're gonna load up on SGA a little bit now, right? I mean,
Yeah.
Castle's been playing pretty well, but might as well just make somebody else beat you.
And ain't nobody else showing you that they want to.
Hmm.
Like Caruso did that game one, and you know what I'm saying, where he went crazy, and I think he had a decent game too. But like I said, last game four, he didn't even score.
Hmm.
So and then like I said, McCain was 0 of 10. I mean 1 of 10. So you would think McCain, he's getting the shots up. You know what I'm saying? He'll take them. So if he catches fire, then it could come from him. But I'm getting concerned with Jalen Williams, man, because it's like he's been hurt quite a bit, and it's like if they lose this series, do they dare entertain, like they're over the cap? They finna be one of them teams. Do you entertain moving them? They
I
got
would.
picks. They got 2 first-round picks, I think, this year.
Hmm.
That would. I mean, he's an asset, that a young asset that you could move and get.
Hmm.
You know, and that's gonna be interesting.
That's the savvy business move, is moving him.
Yeah,
Now you if you want to do this thing the right way, you go and have a sit down with SGA and you go, "Hey, how would this make you feel?"
yeah,
Because that's the captain of the ship, right?
yeah,
So it's like, I know business is business, but you also understand, you got to understand chemistry is a fickle thing right there.
yeah.
So if SGA is like, ah, let's run it one more time or whatever it is, um, you might have to listen, at least entertain it. But the savvy business move is moving him for sure, because you got the depth on the bench. You've already shown that.
Yep,
Uh,
Mitchell, AJ Mitchell, and McCain have both shown you they can score. When given the opportunity.
and I really like that kid. He don't play because he was out. He had cancer.
Oh, you talk about Topic?
I really like his game in that system.
Yeah,
He reminds me, he almost reminds me of how Giddy used to fit in that system a little bit. But I like his game a little bit more than Giddy's, how it gels. Like, I don't know how
yeah,
I'm trying to say what I'm trying to say. Like, Giddy is good for Chicago because he can have the ball and do what he do.
yeah. Giddy
Right?
leans more to Chicago probably than anybody else because he can run the show.
Right.
With Topic, I don't. I think if you were going to play him like that, you would probably move. I think you would probably move Shea off the ball. Like because I've always thought
And
Shea was more of a two than a point
that could
anyway.
get scary.
And if you let because that kid is good with the ball in his hands. If you let him just be a playmaker and he can be decent on defense, because that's why they stopped playing Giddy, was because he couldn't. He was getting hunted on the defensive end. If he can give you something defensively, and you put the ball in his hands, and now you kind of shifted your lineup down a little bit, where you don't
Hmm.
necessarily have to play Dort, because Dort gives you nothing offensively. He gives you
Hmm.
everything defensively. But if you're
Hmm.
going SGA at 2 and maybe you go Dort at the 3, I don't know. But I would even look at moving him because he makes a decent amount of money, and at
Yeah.
this point he's not doing too much. It's like you can completely revamp that lineup
Hmm.
with some savvy moves, and you still have all those picks. So if you wanted to
Hmm.
go big name chasing and get somebody that you think I mean, Giannis or whoever, and alter some shit, they could do that too.
I agree with you. Yeah. Moving SGA off the ball, I think that could really just open a whole new dynamic on their team. That's what the Knicks did with Brunson. This like majority of this playoff run, like the offense was going through Cat.
Yeah.
That's why he was having those big assist games. Um,
And Josh
but
Hart can kind of facilitate a little bit too.
correct. So when that happens, then it's hard to just immediately blitz, the ball handler if you're running, flare screens and whatever, Iverson curls and all that stuff for him.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
um, man, yeah, I'm really interested in this game tonight. I really hope it's a good one, like you said, because I mean, I was happy the Knicks blew them out, but like that don't really make for entertaining stuff to watch. You feel me?
As a Knicks fan, who would you rather see in the finals?
Um, this is gonna sound weird, but I think I'd rather see OKC.
That makes
Um,
sense. It ain't
yeah,
weird.
yeah, I think I'd rather see OKC because Wemby defends exactly where Brunson wants to be. So the thing that encourages me if it's the Spurs is that game where we shot like the freaking Golden State Warriors, bro. Like that was wild. Everybody was hitting their threes. So like I know we can make our threes, but I'm not trying to live or die by the three.
Right.
And yeah, so I fear Wimby more than I fear Chet.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I think we can figure something out with OKC. Like OKC to me defensively, I- even though OKC might have been a higher rated defense during the season, I don't know. I'd have to look that up. The Spurs defense scares me, bro, because they all can defend.
Yeah.
Everybody that's on the court can defend.
Yeah. And Wemby, I was talking with my brother. He might be the greatest defensive player we've ever seen already.
Ain't no might, bro. He for sure is. The
Like
only thing that stops him from winning like 8
10 in a row.
DPOYs in a
Yeah.
row is an injury, bro. That's
Yeah.
it.
If you're being real and he plays the amount of games to qualify, he should win every year. He should
Yeah.
win every year. I said at this point you could put 4 other just NBA players on the court with him, and you're gonna have a top 10 defense. It don't matter
Yeah.
who else is on the floor.
Kevin says, I think the Spurs would have a little too much confidence if they get there. They'd be scary. Yeah, man. I agree, bro. Like I said, I would rather play OKC than because Wemby also brings with you the unknown, bro.
Yeah.
Like he just is bound to do some shit we ain't never seen
And you
before.
can pump Chet. You can't pump Wemby.
Correct.
But if you were to see them, I like the size y'all have. Pause. But when you got Cat and then Mitchell
Cat, Mitch,
Robinson,
and then we also got Hook Porty. He got 6 fouls. He a
you got 6'5".
7-footer.
You can kind of negate that a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Well, I don't know if you negate it, but you can throw bodies at him and
Correct.
beat him up and make it really physical for him. Like, old New York Knicks basketball, Anthony Mason and
Correct.
Kurt Thomas and all that type of shit where, just really make it as physical on him as you can. But no, I think you would probably rather see OKC too, because like you said, Wemby is just the unknown.
It's the unknown, man. Dude, go out
and,
there
and Castle and Harper are so tough. Like those two.
Castle is a dog.
Fox need to count his days, and I hate if Fox gets a bad because I think Fox is still a really good player.
He's young too. He like only 27.
You can't keep that boy Harper on the bench forever. You can't keep him on the bench forever, bro. He's too nice, and like
that's a scary
backcourt. Picks and I mean both. Like I said, if they do it right, these two teams are gonna be right there every year. It might just be the the Invitational for them.
The annual OKC Spurs. Every Western Conference, straight up, bro. That backcourt of Castle and Harper is gonna be so tough, bro. They're both Harper 6'6", Castle 6'7". I mean, Castle remind me of Westbrook, high key. Like
he's tough. He's tough. If the jump shot gets consistent, there's no telling what that
he just needs that little elbow. Remember when Westbrook's elbow midi? Every time I knew it was
stop on the dime,
up.
full speed, stop on the dime.
On a dime. How are you running full speed and then just go straight in the air, bro?
Stop and on the dime and pull up. Yep.
Going in every time. He gets one of those. All right, bro.
Yeah. It's not fair how they got in three straight years. It was like Wemby, Cat. Like, it's crazy. Yeah. It's crazy.
Knicks need to go ahead and get this one this year so we ain't got to worry about them young fellas growing up. Boy. Go ahead and get this one now. You hear me? My boy Pepper in the chat. Knicks in 5. Man, that would be cool, but I definitely think we're going 6 or 7 with whoever comes out the West. I don't think we handling them boys like that.
He said 6 and 5. Yeah. That's bold.
Yeah, that's
a hot take for real.
for real. Like
Knicks in 5.
I love it, but man,
he one of them cats that be out on the street after the game.
Yeah,
crazy.
He said her for me first. Pepper,
there
bro. Pepper. If the Knicks win in 5, bro, I'm pulling up, bro. You just let me know where we at, man.
National Guard will need to be deployed in Manhattan if they win in 5. Like, because Game 5 would that be in New York or would that?
We're the 3 seed.
Yeah, they're 1 and 2 out west.
They're 1 and 2.
But is the layout is it 2-3-2 or is it 2-2-1-1-1?
I think it went back to 2-2-1-1-1.
Okay.
So it would be 5 would be there. 5 would be away.
Either way, it would need the National
if
Guard
the Knicks win the ship, you've seen the clip of Spike. He's like, if the Knicks win the ship, better hope it's on the road.
Yeah, that would be nuts. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh shit! So yes, sir, ma'am. Might go and be calling national. What did you say? Oh, they going to be calling national emergency. Stay inside when we win. New York. New York. Okay. My man Pepper. Man, I love to hear it, Pepper. Kevin said Pepper be like F the West, F the Cowboys, F the Lightning and the Thunder, F boots, F horses. Oh man, that's what's up, bro. Let's see here before we get out of here. Oh yeah, I don't want to talk too much on it because we don't want to speculate and get on some weird shit. But yeah, Josh Jacobs just got in trouble, y'all. I don't know if y'all saw that. That's tough. So if you play fantasy football, if you get in a dynasty league, whatever, just know you might need to figure something out because I don't think that man is doing too well. I saw a mugshot, bro, and he had like a whole gash on his forehead and some more.
Oh, see, I didn't even see that. So it went down there.
What, bro? He Bleacher Report dropped the news and said he got charged. There was like 5 different accounts, bro. Like he did whatever. Allegedly. Okay, motherfucker allegedly did some shit, and Bleacher Report is the motherfuckers reporting on that shit. And yeah, hold on, let me pull it up so I'm not talking out my ass.
Bro, on the same thing, like, when are these football players gonna learn? Like, you have nothing to gain by whooping that chick's ass,
bro.
Like,
nothing.
You have nothing to gain and everything to lose. It's like, I understand in the heat of the moment, but like when you have that much to lose, like you need to have somebody recording so that even if she tell a lie, that you can prove that she's lying. You need to leave. Like, you can't be putting your hands on these chicks, like, because Ray Rice lost his whole career. But he
Kareem Hunt.
He did caveman a chick. Like, Kareem Hunt got back in,
He did, but like we should have won Super Bowls with that man. Like
Yeah,
Remember when
yeah.
he was first in the
Kareem
league? This
Hunt
fool was
was elite.
jumping over
Yeah,
people and
yeah,
what?
he was elite. Yeah, he was elite. Like,
That was crazy. Okay, so
yeah.
this is the report about Josh Jacobs. Kevin says 6 games at least. You funny. NFL probably go give him 4, a little slap on the wrist, huh? I'm weak. Hold on. Hobart Lawrence Police Chief Michael Rinkus said that Jacobs was arrested Tuesday and booked into Brown County Jail on charges of strangulation and suffocation, battery, domestic abuse, criminal damage to property, domestic abuse, disorderly conduct, domestic abuse, and intimidation of a victim, allegedly. That's a lot of stuff, bro. Like,
Yeah,
that ain't just
strangulation.
one thing, like,
Strangulation. Listen, I'm a diehard Bears fan, so let them miss 8 games. Let them miss
let him
10.
let him miss 8 games.
Throw the book
Adrian
at him.
Wilson lost his career too. Correct, bro. Like, that stuff ain't, man. Rasheed Rice dealing with it right now. Rasheed Rice, dumbass, smoking weed, bro. Bro, you was on
And then
unsupervised I've been on unsupervised probation before, bro. It literally means don't get in trouble. It literally means just chill, bruh. Just chill and it's all good. It's like, bro, you couldn't just not smoke the blunt.
yeah.
And now he got surgery to clean up his knee and he in jail fresh off the surgery. He's rehabbing man, I'm sick.
It might be the best place for him to rehab. You can't do nothing else.
I guess, huh? I guess so. Huh? That's a fair point. Man, Kevin saying, geez, I'm assuming reaction to all the things Josh Jacobs allegedly and all that. Yeah, so just want to touch on that real quick. Just we NFL is a very major vehicle of this show. So we gotta touch on any news we see that kind of hits our phones or whatever. So yeah, Nate, you got anything else you want to tap on before we get up out of here, bro?
Not really, man. Congratulations, man. Like I said, the Knicks, when the Knicks are good, the NBA is better. And I'm hoping my Bulls get back to that too, because
that statement's true for y'all too.
You know what I'm saying? So my homie, God rest his soul, Sam Stratton, he was one of the other Knicks fans that I knew, you know what I'm saying? So, it'd be cool to see that, but it's it'll be a big TV. I bet the ratings will go up because
ratings are about to go through the roof. I see,
especially if you get Wemby, in there too. Because I don't think nobody wants to see OKC. Like, OKC is already like the most hated. You know what I'm saying? So
people
I think
already tired of seeing him.
Yeah, I think if you get Wemby in there and like the ratings, it could help the league a lot. Going forward if you get Knicks Spurs. And what's crazy is the last time y'all went to the finals, you played the Spurs.
Correct.
That was the lockout season in '99. I remember that it was Sprewell and Allen Houston, and it was the 50-game lockout season, I believe, in '99. And the Spurs won that series, but that was the last time y'all went. And Patrick Ewing was hurt; he didn't even get to play. So it would be crazy if the last time y'all went and this time you played the Spurs.
Sweet redemption, ain't nothing like it, right?
For real,
man. Well, with that being said, Nate, appreciate you pulling up,
always,
man.
Bro.
We're gonna keep
Always.
doing this. We're gonna keep putting out the content. Everybody that watched, I appreciate y'all tapping in. Everybody in the comments, appreciate y'all tapping in. Do me a favor on your way out. Go ahead and throw me a heart, a like, description if you're on YouTube. Pull back up for the next show, and we're gonna holler at y'all, man.
Little lunch money, scrolling through the slate. Circle one for me, they call it dumb luck. Say I'm chasing dreams till that slip hits green. Phone buzzing on my screen. Sometimes I miss, sometimes I miss, sometimes I break. Screenshots clowning, yo, this dude ain't it. But when I'm right, man, that flip's so sick. Turn a weekday sweat to a whole month's rent. Big hot takes. Sometimes I'm wrong, but when I'm right, that shakes up play. $5 tickets in a set. stacks on stacks. They laugh at my calls, I'm laughing right back. Eastside takes. They say it's stupid, but I'm laughing to the bank. Put a squad on, that's the way I cook. Steal from the rich, feed the people.